I'm sure everyone can relate to a story in which they went to a store, wherever it may be, and they had an issue with an associate, or had a question about a sale, or had some sort of problem, after which the manager would have to come out to resolve the issue. Everyone's had an experience like that, and it's just a part of life, and it's just a part of retail, quarter life, per se, but everyone has had some sort of issue like that. And most of the times, I'm sure everyone can attest to the fact that when the manager comes out, you can normally tell who it is, besides the fact that they might be delegating tasks to other people, or they might, have more information and be more knowledgeable about the store than other people. They normally have a key ring around their wrist, and they could be swinging their keys around. I've worked with people who've done that, and I don't understand the point of that. But you've had to deal with a manager who's had some sort of attitude about themselves that is driven basically from their position, their title. And that is the point of this post, basically. Then, in addition to people working in retail having certain characteristics and the same traits, and just some issues that surface when you're working in retail, talking about how people become very compulsive, and the women in retail, there's a certain type, and they don't really necessarily need to do anything else with their lives, but believe they are holier than thou, and believe their job is so important, and have some sort of stuck-up attitude about themselves from working in retail, especially from being a manager. This is another point I'm trying to make by writing and using this blog to reach other people, and so others can connect with me about these stories. And I write about it in this post, but I will never forget the time. I was working at the shoe store, and I was an associate. And I remember standing near the door and just waiting for closing time, and it was after closing time. And I remember saying on the walkie, "Oh, is it okay if I close the door?" And I'm like, it's already past 9:30, and one of the managers said, we close when I say we close. And that right there epitomizes the mentality of not only managers, but many people in retail. They think they're just better than anyone else, everyone else, for some reason. I don't know where this comes from. And it's all from having that manager title. I just think it's hilarious and ridiculous at the same time. And just another thing you find while working in retail, and another aspect of my quarter life in retail.